Okay, YouTube, welcome back to Dwarf Fortress 2014 with the Flying Phent. This is Nighthall, and this will be episode number 86 that we're just starting now. We were getting rid of some stuff here, and that reminds me. So I mentioned, wasn't there a tree growing here? Yeah, there it is. I thought I saw a tree here while I was doing my planning, and there it is. Was there any more? I only glanced at that one. I didn't really notice. I don't see any other trees. Okay, so I mentioned I was going to plan this off camera, or figure it out off camera, but I don't like to really go ahead and designate things off camera because I always like to see what people are doing. When they're like, oh, I planned this off camera, so here you go. I like to see, you know, what things look like. It's one thing, like, I know I designated all this, but that would have taken forever. Or did I? I might have used the quick fort. I don't remember. In any case, I try not to do too much off camera. So I did some thinking, and as I said, I would like to leave it available for me to put wells in from all the top down. So I don't really want to put my entrance, or my what's the correct term? My water storage area, my cistern, I guess. I don't really want to put my cistern above this and then have the water drain into it. I like doing that because then whenever you need more water, right, you can dump more in the steam and mist and everything, makes dwarves happy. So what I think I'm going to do is actually put like windows around the outside and have water come down. So I need to designate. There we go. So like this will be water. So my cistern is essentially going to run around. Now, while water isn't draining in, of course, it will just be sitting here, but that's fine. So this is where the cistern will go, and then I was thinking too, just for, you know, to make things look nice and uniform, I should put pillars in here as well. So I've gone ahead and I believe I changed the size of this compared to what you guys had seen before I did the recording. But as you can see, I've made it so it's big enough to hold 5 of these columns in my usual 3 spaces between column configuration. So there we go, that's where the columns are going to go. And then if I give myself, like, say, 2... Is that what I had it bigger than that. Ergo, I obviously... Is it, Yeah, that's obviously what I had done. And then I was, 3 away over here. That one's too big. I'll go ahead and fix that. There we go. So this is kind of the layout that I had in mind. And I think that looks reasonable. I don't need 3. Obviously, I could make these different sizes. They also don't have to be, you know, if I wanted, I could, for example, give myself some more space here, which isn't bad. I mean, really, it just needs to be a 1x1 tile. So any size I want to make this is fine and will be perfectly acceptable to my dwarves. But there might be something to be said for making it kind of a little bit more artistic. Can I even make it more artistic? Like, what about something like that? Yeah, no, I don't like that. What's something like that? Have a nice big, like, vertical pool in the middle? It's kind of cool. Something a little bit different. I kind of like that. The other question, or the other thing I have to be cognizant of, yeah, see, there's the problem. This does not extend far enough. And I would like to ideally have a well at least on this level, because this is where the hospital is, right? So I may need to put a separate cistern in a location that's accessible by these areas. So if we think about how that might look, right, we would have, like, this would be one channel where water goes down, and I was also thinking I probably want to do more than one channel where water comes down. I could do something like this. So this will be like an entranceway, and then this will be the well. I can do the same thing over here. So an entranceway, and then a well. And that gives me space, so I can put the wells here, right? Now they only need to come down, say, to this level. But if I put a well on each of these levels, I obviously wouldn't have one here because this will be the bottom of the moat. But if I put wells on each of these levels, they can be fed via kind of this internal cistern type area here. So there's that to consider, right? That's a viable option. And like I said, I was also thinking having multiple paths down just to make sure that sufficient amounts of water can get down to fill things in. So that would be the bottom there. And then this one will go down the same distance to there. And we'll need to put one on the other side over here. Down to there. Why does that not look right? Because this needs to go over one more. That's why. Okay, so water will come down here. And then below the last level, so below this level, that would be a thing, that'll be a thing. Here is where the water will need to be. To feed wells that go there and there on all three of these levels. So I need to make a device that fills them. But what I was thinking to do here, yeah, have the water come down the back. Now, I don't know if that will give me enough volume, so what I'm going to do is make it too wide down the back and sides of my area here. And then it will get fed into these areas from underneath. If we do something like this, okay. So we want to fill these in, and I'll probably just kind of link them all together this way. And they can come from here. Oh, I only want it to be too wide. And then it would be the same thing over here. Right, so this will obviously continue down, so they'll be around the outside. And then I can put like doors, or floodgates, I'm sorry, here to let the water in and fill up. Now, one problem with this design is that it would overflow. So the solution to that problem, for those who may not be aware, actually, I know how to do this even better. I'll fill it like this. Then I do not require these at all. Now, the reason why this works, if you're not familiar with Dwarf Fortress, water pressure does not continue through a diagonal. I try to avoid doing it these ways because it seems kind of cheaty. I usually prefer to do a floodgate method and then drop the water on top for various reasons. I shouldn't say I find this way cheaty. I don't really find it cheaty because you could put a little tiny hole in it and let water just barely seep through, and that would help, eliminate pressure. So it's not cheaty. It's just not as happiness invoking, at least while it's filling, as the other method is. On the plus side, I'm also never going to end up with water here, which will leave mud and therefore cause trees to grow. So that's a benefit right there. But now, so it'll fill from the bottom, and because of these diagonals, I never have to worry about water pressure. So I can just leave this to fill completely. The one thing that I will do, however, is I will put a reservoir somewhere, probably over here, off behind. Say that big. So 8 in size. And actually, I probably want to go put a little bit of space in between them. I just mentioned putting space between them and then forgot to. Good job, genius. Put them like this, and then I can put, I don't like these. They're not a good size for me. Allow me to make them one bigger, as I accidentally had. That way there's a middle to them. And what I can do is channel a nice 3x3 area out of the middle. And what this will allow me to do is I'll put floodgates, not floodgates, I'm sorry, hatches in the floor here. And I don't have to put anything underneath. I'll channel them out, put the hatches in. I'll probably actually leave the middle. Put the hatches in. And that way, if I ever need water lower down, I can open these hatches and it will automatically come in from this. So it's like future-proofing, right? I'll be ready should I ever need it. And then this started one over. Why didn't I just center these? What's wrong with me? Why didn't you guys tell me these weren't centered? You should have communicated through space and time to relay that information. I'm disappointed in you, YouTube. Disappointed. You failed me. For that, you shall be punished by having to watch me plan. There we go. Look at that, everything fits, it's good size. There we go. Alright, so then these can be filled automatically, like so. I don't know why I put one in the middle, after I just finished talking about how I'm going to do 3x3 with the middle closed off. The reason I'm closing off the middle is because it would look funny to me. It'd be like floodgates suspended in midair. Right? What would the middle one be attached to? I don't... So even though the game would probably allow it and it would work just fine, and I can't confirm that is the case, maybe it wouldn't. Why can I not? I don't know, something was weird there. Even though the game might allow it and it would work just fine, I'm not going to do it. So there we go. That's how this cistern system is going to work. That will fill the wells down here. So... to dig all of this, I'm going to give myself access through here. Which I know sounds like a... Actually, I'll give myself access one level down. Because these will be dug out, right? Like so. And that way I can remove all of these things and still get out. So I'll give myself access from below. So let's go ahead. The cistern is going to be this big. Let's go ahead and put the ramps back in the middle. So the cistern is going to be that big. And I will give myself access. I will make just one door, I think. I'm not going to have too many dwarves need to get in and out of here. So just the one little gap for now. And then let's go ahead and get this one here. Oh, wrong way. This one here designated as well. There we go. Ramp. Designate the middle out. Move this. Actually, do I need it to be 3 wide? You know, it doesn't hurt having it 3 wide. And what I'll do is probably just give myself a little bit of kind of working space here, you know? I realize that's not square. That's okay. I'm okay with it not being square. So yeah, that gives me some working space. And the nice thing is all of these, right, they can get out by coming over here and then down. So all I have to do is not remove all of these ramps until everything has been designated. So we can do that. That is not even close to being in the middle. What is wrong with you? Well, I guess it was close. It was off by 1, but still. For someone who's been playing this game for a while, I should know better. I should know better, and I should do better. Now these are just going to go down a level. I don't think I wanted to designate these to get dug out, did I? I don't think I did. I think I got confused with what I was doing. This is just the tunnels in and out. Right? I don't even need this middle part to get done. Actually, I should do the middle parts. Yeah, I'll do the middle parts. It's kind of irrelevant if I do the middle parts or not, but I'll do them. And I'll put one little square around them all. How does that work? That works good to me. Do I want to access them? I think I want to access them this way, and I don't think I want these to be this big. I think that's overkill. Oh. Well, everything would have been uniform if I had done that in a different way. But yeah, I think 1 wide will be plenty. So they will be a little bit slower initially to dig in because they can only do 1 tile, but it also means they're all digging a lot less, right? Or do I want to make them 3x3? I might want to make them 3x3. I'm gonna make them 3 by 3. We're dwarves, not ants. We need more space. And I am going to make it a little bit bigger there because I think it looks nice at intersections to do that kind of a thing. Down here, of course, again, I will just put 1 space around them all. There we go. So this will do that with the updated change in mind. Like so, and like so. Yeah, I'm good with this. And then how big are these? Is it this big? It is. Good eye. Too bad I didn't remember how many I did. I think it was that many. 'Twas indeed. Alright. So there we go. We've got this dug out. So now they can start digging on this. Now, they're going to come up here. And is this going to be channeled out? No, this is acceptable. This level is all correct. However, we need to get up to do... I can't do these parts yet because these parts are going to be channeled down. So let's remove... you know what? I'm going to put ramp here and here. Well, that doesn't make any sense. How are they going to get there and there, you fool? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put ramp... Just 1 ramp there, actually. And then let's undesignate around it. Alright, fine. I'll put 2 ramps if you're going to be like that. I'll put 2 ramps here and undesignate around it. I will do the same thing here with the 2 ramps. And the same thing over here as well. Okay, so they can dig down, they can dig in, they can dig this stuff out. I don't want them tunneling all the way through to here though, so let's go ahead and remove that as well. And that's because all this is going to be channeled down from above, right? So I don't want them digging it out here. I want them digging it down, digging it out from the higher level. So that would be... And I realize that the ramps will do the channeling. I don't need to designate these as channeling, but I put them on both levels to remind me that that's how things are going. So ramps there, channels here, and then channels here. Ramps here. Once again, I need to isolate it to make sure they go up and not sideways, and dig out things I don't want dug out. And then that will bring them up to here. And they need to go another level? Really? I guess that makes sense, yeah. Okay, so this will take them... So they'll dig out this stuff. That will get them up to here. They will dig out to there. And then I do actually want this connected there. Do I want that connected there? How am I going to do this? If I do, then they won't be able to... I'll have to... I'm going to have to do it on this side. And this here should not be like so. You know what? I don't know what I'm doing. I put ramps where I don't necessarily want to be digging. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead then. I'll remove all of this stuff because I don't know what I was thinking. It's obviously is not in line with my planning that I was making. Okay, so it will be channel here, right? Yeah. And a channel here. Okay, because they'll dig all of these out from underneath. Then they will come here, they'll do this channel, ramp, sorry, and then they'll be able to come up. So then here I want to do another ramp, that will let them come up to here. So same thing. Ramp here, so they'll come up to here. So these need to go. Alright, now we know what we're doing. Okay. So they'll come up to there. So then I want to go up another level. Yep, so ramp there, let's say, and there. Channel there. Do I want to go up another level? Yes, it will start one more level above. So we want to go up one more. I don't think it matters where, does it? We came... What did we do? We came there, here, here. So I might as well go here. So we'll go up here. Channel that. Channel that. Right? Yes. Okay. Now this is the level where it's going to start. And where it went all the way back to here. So let's go ahead and designate that. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, excellent. And it goes how far? It goes to here. There we go. And then it comes along the back here. Obviously it would go to here. Yep. And then how far this way does it go? It goes to here. Okay. So there will be water coming in here, water coming in here, and water coming in here. So let's just go ahead and connect it. There we go. And the reason I wanted to have the three things coming in is so that I get more water, right? More water is better. So all of this now will get channeled out. Although... not this for now, right? Because this has to go up to the next level above. So we're going to need more ramps on these. And let's do like a ramp. No, let's do a ramp. Okay, that's not quite what I want to do, but... So I'll do ramps on both sides like that. And that was kind of in the middle, and here I can just do a ramp there. Alright. So that would be channel down there and a channel down here. Yep, good. So channeling there, channeling there. And the only reason I'm doing two like that is to be able to give me access to get down here, right? And then we will do, I think the ramp I can go up here. Oh, I didn't do the middle. Where is the... Of course, I did it in the obvious place for that one. So then I can ramp up there. Now this we just need to, of course, just go all the way. Right? So we're channeled in the middle, channeled in the middle, channeled in the middle. So these are going to be very straightforward to work our way up. It is easier to go from the top down in terms of kind of like when I dug this stuff out, right? I didn't go from the bottom up. I went from the top down because that makes the most sense. The reason I'm going from the bottom up here, do I even have a good reason? I don't know if I have a good reason. Because I started that way. It's the best reason that I have. I think it makes sense to do all this stuff from the bottom up. It might not make sense to do this stuff from the bottom up. The only problem is if you go top down, they can't really get out, right? They have to just keep digging until they've broken out the bottom, which is a bit of a dangerous game to be playing. Yeah, I think that's the concern, is that then people can get trapped and starve down here. And I certainly don't want that happening. This is in the middle, is it? Yeah, it was. Okay. I think... No, that is not the middle. Why did I think that was the middle? It is not the middle. I should be doing it in the middle. Oh, apparently I thought it was the middle. Okay. Well, now it is. So these all line up. And then if we do... So now they're all in the middle, right? So it's all kind of uniform all the way now. So I can do ramp here, ramp here, ramp here. Up, so that would be there, there, and then we can do ramp, ramp, channel, channel, channel. Oh, I didn't put the ramp in. Ramp, 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 channel, 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 ramp, 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 channel, channel, channel. And put the ramps in again. So ramp, 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 channel, 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 ramp, 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 channel, 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 ramp, 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 channel. Yep. Now I'm confused because of all the extra things around here. Channel, yep. And then it would be ramp, ramp, ramp. Go up one more. Channel, 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 right? Yep. Ramp, ramp, ramp. And that will break us out. Okay. So we break out, then what? Let's remove these ramps then, because I don't really want them breaking out quite yet. And we need to also come in and remove these things, because I don't want them dug out. Right, we'll be doing that via channeling. So there'll be no well on this level, because this is where the bottom of the things will be, but that's okay. The bottom of the moat. There will be a well here. There'll be a well. Yes, I will put a well on this level as well, of the same varietas. I only said it that way to make it sound Latin, even though it's absolutely not Latin. I studied Latin in school. I'm not so old that it was required. In university, I minored in classics. I'm not one of those people who's like my dad, who had to learn it in high school. And then this level, yes, this is where the water will actually go, right? This will be the cisterns for these wells. And for water pressure reasons, I should do it this way instead of this way. This way I don't need to worry about putting a floodgate. However, this comes with the problem of I have no grates to filter what comes in. I'll have to put grates on the bottom of the moat somehow. We'll have to find a way to put some grates in here. In any case, let's go ahead and undesignate. I'm going to start at the top here and make sure I have. So it's just the things. Just the things. Good. So everything above this is properly designated. These levels. Yeah, I could do this. How else could we do this? If we think about this for a second, we could do like this. That would still give us the diagonal, and we could put a grate. We could do like a floodgate and a grate. Right? We do floodgates and grates. Alternatively, we could actually have like a decent sized reservoir. Like so. Feed the water in from there. Right? Like that and like that. So these would fill this. I could put a floodgate here if I really wanted to, right? But these would fill this area. And then this area, I could have a floodgate here. The floodgate would open, it would come in here, and this can be grates to keep bad things from entering my water supply. That's good. We're good with that. I think that'll work. I like that. So I'll leave that all designated like it is. I think. I'm going to double check and make sure I actually didn't miss anything there. I feel like I did. Yeah, I absolutely did miss. I'd only undesignated the one area. What's wrong with me? Come on, clown. Figure your stuff out. Oh, no, this is a channel. Restore the channel. There we go. I accidentally deleted the channel there, in case you didn't hear the keyboard keys getting hit. Oh man, how far did this go? Holy smokes, we're really taking water down to the bowels of our fort here. There we go. And then we end up here. Of course, this is where the other entryway will come in. And I can designate that. There's the ramp, which means that... There's the channel, which means this here will be the ramp. Now, they aren't going to be able to get... Oh, no, they can. They can get to it via there. Perfect. Yeah. So they will come up from below. And of course, once all this is done, then we can just keep channeling all this stuff down all the way. Okay. And I think it's more important to get the water started than it is to get the room dug out. So I think I'm going to leave them with that to do. So they'll start here. They'll do this level. And, I mean, they'll probably start... Some of them will probably start moving up a little bit early, but then they'll come up via here. The only reason, in case you're wondering why I'm redesignating this stuff, knowing that I'm going to be channeling under it, channeling into it from above, is so that I just remember what my thought process was when I built it all. So I want to keep it all designated as much as possible. So yeah, then they'll come up to here, then they'll come up to here, they'll come up to here, they'll channel all that out. Good. Then they will do the... I don't know if you can call them cisterns, the water routes leading down. And they will end one level from the top. So they won't be broken through, so no animal or beastie could just crawl in through the holes that we're doing. But we will be prepared and ready for that stage when the time comes. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that'll work out. I just noticed this over here. We don't want that growing. Yeah. Here's the hard thing about digging moats, if you've never done one before. You start channeling, right? And you think, oh, this is a piece of cake. All you gotta do is, you know, set the area you want for your moat. Why can't I use the... Because I had the wrong menu open. You say, oh, I'm just going to channel this out. We just have to designate it however big we want our moat to be, like that. We go all the way around the fort that way. And then when we're ready, we can bring the water in from the river, you know? And you think, oh, it's a piece of cake. The problem is, once you've dug these channels, stuff starts growing in it, which plants is no problem. But once you start filling with water, you're probably going to have little trees down there. And if you don't get the water in before the trees start to grow, and you got to remember that water fills slowly, the trees are actually going to grow. So what I find I end up doing is I channel in sections. So like I'll channel this out, and then I'll build a floor underneath it, which seems ridiculous. You know, why would you put a floor in the bottom of a moat? To keep trees from growing, so that the water doesn't have to get around all the trees. Otherwise you end up with trees in your moat, and let's face it, that looks silly. So we do have some time, though. We're not quite ready for the moat yet. And I say that as someone who realizes I have been extremely lucky, and in theory, I should have been sieged already. Therefore, I should expect the siege any moment. But at the same time, I don't want to rush things. I feel like we have a decent military. Whether or not we could take down an actual siege as opposed to just a giant, I couldn't say. I think we'd have a decent chance. It wouldn't be, you know, we wouldn't just get walked all over. But it'd be tough. I think our best bet would be to get everyone inside, close up all of our drawbridges, kiss these two dogs goodbye, and then just wait till the siege leaves. I honestly think that's our best bet, and that's one of the reasons that I'd like to get this water started. Is so that we can start dealing with that. Now, something that I might do is just give myself some water access now. Right, so that we're ready for it. So for example, where is there a straight shot through to the water? Via here. We can get to the river. So it might be worth doing something like this. Is this gonna fit? Yes, it will. Right, digging this out, being ready. It's going to be tricky getting these last little bits out. We need all of our dwarves like ready to go. I'm probably just going to remove these 3, because then we'll get diagonal water pressure there, diagonal water pressure there. Actually, I'll probably do these 2. The diagonal water pressure will be a little bit slower, and while it's seeping in, then I can designate kind of all 3 of these to get done at once. And hopefully the dwarves get here at relatively the same time to be able to let this water come in quickly, but without killing anybody. It's going to be tricky though. It's definitely going to be tricky. Don't make it seem like it's going to be a pushover. And then what I could do is like take this water down a level so it's available. For example, I could do like this, right? And put 3 floodgates here, connect them to a lever like here. And then when I'm ready for the moat, right, I can dig it, I can connect it here up against these floodgates, and then when I'm ready, just pull that lever. And that way I'll have water kind of ready to go for everything else. And that would mean that I would take this water like down another level. For example, I could do, you know, channel down here so the water can spill off the side onto a level down here and bring the water around and fill this stuff in from the water over here as opposed to the moat. And that would probably be the wiser way to do it. Not always known for my wisdom, however. In fact, I'm just going to do this. I think this is a very smart decision on my part. So this is how the moat will fill. And do I want the moat to fill faster than that? I think I do. Let's tell the moat we want it to fill at the rate of that many. So I'll need to have that many floodgates kind of ready to go. And then let's just kind of go to the middle here before we channel our way down. That's the middle, correct? Of my fort, relatively speaking. Oh, I see. I don't really have... It's 4 wide. Alright, then I'll do a 4 wide thing. Starting here and going that way. Alright. So we'll go like so. Oh, I went too far there. Remove this. And this is where we will switch to the next level. Right? Yeah. So we can get these ramps then. Okay, so the moat can fill from here. We'll need to get floodgates ready for that. And this will be how we fill the stuff over here. I'm just going to run it snug right up against here. So we can go ahead and remove that. And this is going to run all the way down. And it will. So this is where everything is going to start. So we can just... We don't need those ramps then. And I will put grates there, I think. I'm not going to need floodgates here. Am I? No, I'm not going to need floodgates here, but I am going to want to have grates there. Right, so we need to put some grates in, and of course I forgot the middle. So I need what, 9 grates and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I should do the floodgates and the grates here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 16 grates and 7 floodgates. So wrong button. New work order. Iron grate, that sounds wonderful. And it was 16 grates. And iron floodgates, 7 of them. I'm going to need more than 7. I need 7 right now. You know what, let's remove both of these. I'm going to do it this way. Iron grate, quantity, make 30 of them. That'll be more than I need. I'm okay with having more. Floodgates, same thing, quantity, 30. Good. And I don't care which of my workshops those get queued in, which is why I'm using the manager. Also, I don't want to maintain a stock of them, I just want them to get made. So actually, I guess they will get queued over here because nothing else is making anything. And I'm fine with that. That's okay. Right? So we're making everything you need. We're going to start channeling out from the bottom. We're going to start channeling out the things that we need. So I think, provided I've remembered to remove these channels, which I have not. So I think we are all set. And these, of course, are going to be channeled down through the middle. There we go. Because that's where the well is going to go, is right over that hole. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Alright, so I think we're good to start from there. We have a bunch of digging to do. We got a bunch of stuff to get. We got trees we got to cut down. We got to collect some of these plants and hopefully get some longland grass since we're out of that. Oh, but that'll be in a future episode. I'm not going to split this one up, even though it's 40 minutes long, because it's just me talking. And I will try to remember, if I can, to make an annotation of some sort and mention, hey, by the way, all I do is plan in this episode, so if you want to see something else, you want to see actual building or something, move to the next one. I might forget. If I forget and you see this episode and you watch it and you get to this part where I'm saying I should make an annotation or note somewhere, please remind me so that I know to put that annotation in. So we got to get our digging and everything going, but as I said, that'll be in the next episode. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.